Whoosh! Wow! Oh my goodness! Whew. Well, it's Monday. I'm always going to blame Monday when I'm a little tardy because Mondays I just cannot get a handle on. They are the dragon that has a mind of their own. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hi, everybody. Terry Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer here. Been in all kinds of crazy stuff. If you don't know what I've done, feel free to Google me. At some point, I'll figure out how to do my trailer on my YouTube channel, and then you'll get to see this little bit that shows a lot of things that I've done. But for now, this is it. Live, live, live. I'm able to do that in my busy schedule, and I hope you will understand. Oh my goodness. Are you excited? Did you have a good weekend? I should say that first. Did you have a good weekend? If you're not joining us live and you're watching this afterwards, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Also, put your questions in the comments. No, I'm a little bit, your comments in the comments, whatever you want to say, however you want to do it. I'm a little slower right now because challenging as we make our way towards D23, DizCon, pumpkin sculpting, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. So D23, today's the day, guys. You got your tickets? Hope so, because it's sold out. If you've got your tickets and you're all set to go, today's the day that you can start telling D23 your wish list for presentations that you want to go to, the whatever you're looking to see while you're there. You get to actually put together your wish list and let them know. What I'm being told by my patrons on Patreon, by my tribe. What's that you say? What's the tribe? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Here you go. Terry's tribe. Yes. Patreon.com/Terry Hardin. I'd love for you to join us and make your voice be heard. It's a great place where people get together and make everybody feel good, feel happy, and feel nice. Full disclosure, it is a membership site. You got to have some skin in the game. $5 a month is all I ask for the base tier. You can do higher tiers if you want, but the base portal, as I call them, is $5 a month. So think about it. Maybe you skip a Starbucks. It's really, really worth it. I over-deliver often. I over-deliver all the time. Tonight, we're having our Zoom call. I do a Zoom call once a week, and it's either Wednesdays or Mondays. Tonight's Monday at 6:30. Love to have you if you'd like to join. Welcome to 3 new members who have joined, and it's a great group of people. I can't wait to hear what people have to say and how they need, what they've got on their minds and stuff, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It takes care. I'm not the star a lot of times. I may keep things rolling because I'm not real good with silence, but they, I don't like a bunch of people on Zoom sort of staring at each other, but we just chatter away, and I ask people not to be polite, but interrupt. And so I try to keep an eye on the polite ones, blah, blah, blah. But it's really cool. And I hope that you will join us. Become a tribe member for just $5 a month. Okay. Yay. But today, and then on Friday, the tribe discussed D23 and this sign up that'll happen at noon today, Pacific time. One of the things the tribe continues to emphasize is you don't have to all jump on at once to get your presentations that you want. It will go from today at noon Pacific to this Friday, noon Pacific. All right. And you can do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday before 12. I don't know if you can do it at 3:00 in the morning, but I would imagine. And the advice is to go on the website, not the app, that the app can tend to crash or make you crazy. So go through the website to sign up. Now, that may be an instruction in the D23 website. I don't know. I haven't been there. I am going to be there. I'm going to be there Friday, and I'm going to be there Sunday. but I'm not going to any of the presentations. And this is because the presentations are prime real estate. I'm a Disney Imagineer. I know a lot of the people that will be presenting. And if I don't, I know how popular they are with you. So I will not take a seat there and keep you from seeing them. It's just my policy. I can do it later. I can also go home and watch it virtually. So I'm going to be appearing there on Friday and Sunday. I don't have my own panel as of right now. Who knows? Could change. But the reality is this, guys, it is prime real estate. I want every seat to be taken by you guys. Okay. So this is just the way I feel. But you can find me. I'm usually in my beautiful skull coat, and you can find me indoors wandering around in my skull coat. And this is very obvious. These long dreadlock things here. You can find me. Please don't be too shy to come up and say hello. All right. Uh, that's what the plan is. I'm hoping to find a table though, because I thought I had a booth, and D23 did not contact me or my friend and client who were going to have a booth. And I've heard some others that had the same thing. They applied for a booth and then they heard absolutely zip, zero, zilch. And other people told me that they were all taken. So there's a very good chance we're going to miss out, which makes us both very, very unhappy. But you got to make lemonade out of lemons. So we'll be fine. We'll make it work. We're actually looking to share a booth with some, I'm looking to have a little end on the corner table or something with someone who has a booth. We'll see if we can make it happen. A couple of suggestions in the tribe, and that's what makes the tribe so special, is they come up. I'm often telling them things I'm doing, and can they help me with the title? Can they help me with the piece? They get to be in on everything. And it's a really great group of people. So I hope you will consider patreon.com/Terry Arden. It's still up there, isn't it? I guess I should hide it. You can also reach out to me on Instagram, which is right here. Geek, geek, geek. The sand, I don't know what it's doing. But anyway, there it is. Okay. All right. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Let's hear what you guys have to say. But again, let me just say again, D23 sign up begins today at noon. Be sure you go in and pick your presentations within this week. Why is this so important? I believe, as an Imagineer, that D23 may be getting a clue. Bing! The idea bubble, I feel, came over their heads when they got rid of the sorcerer program. I'm so glad they did. As a guest, and I've been a guest of D23 every year, I've really been upset by the way that people who are not sorcerers have been treated. If you're a sorcerer and you could have afforded that amount, great. But a lot of people, you may admit or you may remember, were eBayers. And the next thing you know, you're going into the store, it's picked clean, and you can't even get a pin or a t-shirt if you want it. The only way you can get is on eBay for 3 times the price, and you feel hurt because you paid for a ticket. You should be able to get at least one of the things that you want in the store, right? So this year they changed it. They got rid of the sorcerers program, D23 did, and instead they gave you a special thing you could pay more money for, something around $800-900, as I recall, where you could get special seating at certain presentation areas. And I think this is good because it doesn't include the store, which means, and I'm hoping you'll have to let me know, and I've asked the tribe to do the same, if this makes your shopping experience better for those of you who were never sorcerers, because I watched more and more people get hurt and upset because they just couldn't get that one thing that they wanted to commemorate the D23 that they were at, because the people had gone through, picked it clean, the sorcerers, and then you had to buy it on eBay. And that's not cool. I mean, seriously, that's not cool. So now I think you're going to have more of a chance. Everyone is going to have more of a chance. You'll have to tell me, because it's things I don't do. I don't shop at the store, and I don't go to presentations. And it's not, oh, I don't go to presentations. It's that I don't. Okay. I just walk around and visit with people. and say hi and look at the exhibits and stuff like that. I like that. That's kind of my thing, you know. So and there's a lot of visiting happening. I'd be late to presentations anyway because I visit. And you know, so, and sometimes I can be a terrible distraction, and I don't want to do that either. So as respect for everyone, especially you out there, I want every seat to be taken by one of you, not by somebody like myself. Okay, so that's great. Also, like I said, my tribe says you don't have to do it right at 12 o'clock today because it's a random selection later. So you can just sign up when it's comfortable. If you're at work today and your boss is saying, don't you dare, then don't. Wait till after you get off work and then go in and sign up. Because it sounds like the actual random selection process is probably going to happen like next week when it's closed. All y'all will be there and it'll be this random selection thing. Because I think what Disney would like to do, and I'm really hoping this is what I started to say, is that they'll see if there's a ton of you wanting one particular presentation, they have the ability to change the seating chart, don't they? They could actually put you all in an area that holds a bigger audience, because they'll see that there's so many that you want of what, you know, be it Marvel, be it Pixar. They can say, oh, Pixar, you know, because they may say in their head, Pixar is about medium. But then all of a sudden they see you're huge and they go, whoops, we blew that. And then they can fix it before they realize just how blown it is, right? Sounds smart. I'm hoping this is why they're doing it, is to do this for you. Okay. So be sure you get your skin in the game. Be sure you get there and you pick your panels so that they can hear from you. Okay. Don't not do this. All right. Don't not do this unless you don't plan on going, because you certainly don't. Like I thought at first, maybe I could sign up for panels just to make sure that my voice is heard, but I'm not going. And that then fills it up for something that's no. We don't want that happening. No. So that's exactly why I decided to talk to you today, and my tribe as well, because I wanted to be sure you guys were urged to, you know, to do this. I don't think you really need urging, but I just felt like this was an important thing to mention, especially since we're so used to, as Disney people, you know, being there right at the you know, when the ball drops. So ball drops at 12 o'clock this afternoon, and you're all like, you know, and it could still happen, guys. It could make the website all snarly because many of you don't believe that this is the truth that they're telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't believe that, because things have happened, haven't they? But in this case, I don't think you need to worry. Let me know if I'm mistaken after we're done. But I think if you wait a little bit, and that was the case with the passes, if we talk Disneyland passes, I remember people saying they waited until 3 o'clock in the morning and then they went in whoop, really quickly and got their pass. Many of the tribe got on a Zoom call together and we all went to get our passes. We went to get it. We were in line together, so to speak, virtually for our passes. And it was kind of fun to watch the thing, just, you know, because it was waiting time. We got in right away. We went first thing in the morning, but you don't have to do that with D23. Everybody in the tribe is saying this is not how this works this year. So, you know, make your lunch, relax, or wait till you get off work. Or if you get home late, just pop on your computer and sign up for the things you want, okay? But don't forget, you've got a whole week. So grab it while the grabbing's good, okay? And then they'll randomly give you, I don't know if it's going to be A, B, or C, 1, 2, and 3 choice. Tonight, when we do our Zoom call on Terry's Tribe, I am going to be asking what the experience was like. And then that way we can kind of share with everyone, if you're interested, on how things are going. I'm sure there are other channels that might be doing the same, some that might even record the whole experience. I'm just here to tell you that your voice does seem to count this time. So please don't ignore it. Jump in, let your voice be heard, pick your presentations, and let's see what happens, okay? All right, excellent. Let's see what everybody else has to say today. What do you have to say? Yes, indeed. Bob Berdine says, good morning to you all and to me. Hi, David. Welcome. Good morning, Terry and other fans. Hi. Hi, Diane. You can see I got rest. Can you see I got rest? I slept all day Saturday. My husband just laughed. He thought that was so funny. He'd wake me to eat. Yeah, because it was a really, really tough week last week. So I'm really happy to be rested. Yeah, I'm sounding a lot better. Yeah, good thing, right? Yes, good thing. Hello, Michelle Donnell. Thank you for popping over here. I'm so excited for pumpkin sculpting. Dry ice will be involved this year. Oh, listen to you getting clever. So Michelle is kind of giving you a little bit of an early peek into what's going. I'll be announcing later on. I'm giving myself a week to kind of get myself together before I announce it. But I will be teaching pumpkin sculpting class this year in October live in Anaheim, California. Also, I'll be doing a demo at the Irvine Park Railroad. I will let you know when that is. Actually, I can tell you that now. That's October 15th. And then at the Disneyana Fan Club, I will be doing a demo, and there will be a pumpkin sculpting contest. Actually, you get to sculpt it that night and bring it on Sunday to the show and sale, and then it gets to be judged. We're not sure how, what, when, or where, but we know where. We don't know when, and we don't know how yet, but I'll keep you posted, okay? And let me, as I speak with you, I just want to put that little reminder to myself. About the pumpkin thing. Yeah, lots of things happening here in my crazy life, and I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. Sometimes that's not so easy. You just got to keep your fingers crossed and hang on one toe at a time. Yep. But I'm glad you are, Michelle, and I hope you let them know you wanted to come. I'm working on the alumni email as we speak. Woke up to a parking ticket because I was so sleepy when I got home. I forgot what day it was, but I'm going to Disney today, so not letting it ruin my day. You're going to Disney Studios or Disneyland or hopping on a plane and going to Disney World? Evan, I know you are someone who bounces around, so I'm curious. That's all. Carla, hi. How are you? We are going to Expo on Sunday. No plans for panels. Well, neither am I, Carla. Sunday I'm going. And I'm looking to hang out around the Connie Lane panel. That's what I call it. Connie Lane is a tribe member. She's an amazingly sparkly, wonderful woman, and we have only met virtually. We can't wait to meet in person. I may get to see her. We talked about maybe me coming and seeing her backstage, but we have to wait and see. They're keeping everyone a bit in the dark until they get closer. But it's really getting close. So it's like you better get off the stick, D23. But I'm sure they have it in hand. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed on that one, right? Great to see you. Michelle says, Evan Hunter, that's the spirit. Have fun at Disneyland. See, Michelle's telling me you're going to Disneyland. Bravo. Have fun today. It's hot. Woo, it's so hot outside. I go outside and the dog doesn't even want to go outside. She's like, oh, and when my dog doesn't want to go outside, you know that it's too hot. Good for you, Evan. I agree. Good for you, Evan. The Patreon page is cool and shares so much information and knowledge, says Bob Berdine. You don't have to skip anything. $5 is pretty affordable. I say this because I'm financially challenged, but this is a great bargain. And thank you for saying that, Bob Berdine. Bob Berdine is a voice I am so grateful to have in the tribe. They help a lot because I like to do a lot of charity events, and they did charity events for years, hosted them, were on the boards of them, were participants. They've done every level. And so anytime I want to do something, I ask them, what do you think? How can I make this more compelling? What can I do to make this more interesting? And they always let us know. So that's the the way they paint is charity events. So they don't do many hosting of them anymore, but I loved being a part of them when they did, and I love their advice. So like I said, all walks of life join this page. And I hope you will too. Terry Harden, patreon.com/Terry Harden. Okay, cool. Joe, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Back from Facebook. Yes, I know Bob Radine did. Joe, yes, we did miss you. Joe is adorable because what is it, Joe? Couple of months you got to go to Facebook jail. I don't think you'd feel like a whole person if you didn't go to Facebook jail. That's what I think is quite cute about you. You seem to, I wouldn't say you love Facebook jail, but I do say that Facebook jail is something you do once every couple of months. And we've come to know that, you'll be back after Facebook jail. Me too, Bob. Best $5 that I spend a month. Oh, thank you, Diane. Me too. My first time. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Okay, so Cindy is the one, this lovely lady here is the one that helped me with my, she did the beautiful quilt that I showed you guys. What, you didn't see it? Maybe I'll show it to you next time too. Yeah. She gave me a pen. She gave me a pin. I gave her my heart and she gave me a pin. Quote from Say Anything. Okay. He's back, everyone. He loves to quote movies and create puns. And then he also loves to use initials that I completely don't understand. But yeah, Joe Penny is a staple here, and I'm glad you're back, buddy. James, hello. Terry fans, the lady is an inspiration that has my oldest daughter headed to Ohio on Wednesday to get her degree in art and design. Really? Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, pretty lady. Guiding her on your Patreon page would be a big help. Always in your debt. James, congratulations, and congratulations to your lovely daughter. We need more beauty in the world, and we need more artists of every level. Remember that an artist is someone passionate about what they do. And so if you're passionate about bookkeeping, if you're passionate about geodes, rocks, plants, the planet, the sky, you're a meteorologist, you're an airplane pilot, you're an astronaut, you're someone who cleans houses, you're someone, but you do it with passion because it's something that means a lot to you, that you're an artist. Not all artists paint with oils or acrylics or sculpt. A lot of artists do all different, or perform or sing. That's classic artists that we know. But what I've learned is true artists are very passionate in their jobs. And you've seen them, these people. Artists are someone like my dentist who it's not just a career. It's a real passion for him and his wife. And to find someone like that for your teeth, you're going to get A+ care no matter who you are, no matter what it is, right? If I've got a doctor who's like that, and I just found my doctor who's an artist, Dr. Cho, she's amazing. And what's amazing, and how can you tell? Well, I had a doctor before. A physical was about 15 minutes with my classic doctors, those that kind of act like, it's a job, not an adventure. It's okay. It's just, I like having artists do that. And Dr. Cho is amazing. Instead, the physical lasts over 2 hours. I had my teeth checked, my eyes checked, my reflexes checked everything, this doctor, every single little thing. And I felt so well taken care of. That's an artist, very thorough, because this is their passion. Okay. So I've got the doctor who's an artist, the dentist who's an artist, the bookkeeper who is an artist, the CPA who's an artist, etc., etc., etc. And I even bank, where the banking seems to mean more than, you know how it is with some banks. My bank isn't like that. I call, I get a person every time. If there is a challenge, the bank calls me. first. Yes, first. So am I paying a few extra fees because I decide to go with a bank that gives a you know what? You betcha. You betcha. If you're going to be with an artist, you got to be ready to work with someone who's passionate, and that may be a little bit out. I've got a hairdresser who's an artist, obviously, and so on and so forth. So it's not just painting, sculpting, performing arts. It can be someone at an ice cream store who takes that extra special time to say, hey, you're special to me, to remember your name, to remember your flavor, whatever. Starbucks, certain Starbucks have that atmosphere where they know your name, they know your coffee, they're friendly, they're kind, they're sweet, they're upbeat, at a time when Starbucks is not necessarily treating all of them very well, as I've heard in the news. So this is my point. Think of yourself as an artist if you're doing it, or ask yourself, are you an artist? And if you're not, then maybe you should think about making a living doing something that you love. And that's where the Patreon page comes in. Absolutely. But James, thank you for telling me that. I am so honored and excited that something I said was able to help your daughter move forward and do what she wants to do. And she's got this. She's got this. Thanks, James. Thank you. It's Diane Sibbo. I didn't see StreamYard to click on. No, it shows you, sweetie, and give permission for my name to show up. You must have done it like the last time. I know how you feel, though. Those of you that are showing up as Facebook user, you just go to the top of this feed and click on Facebook. You got to give them Facebook permission. And then your name shows up. You don't have to do it every time, but you sure have to do it often, don't you, Diane? I have to do it often. So it's just that StreamYard is wanting to protect you and wants to protect me and wants to protect our privacy. So I'm very grateful to them for that. And that's why sometimes people do it and they're still Facebook user. You just got to be tenacious. Don't give up and your name will pop up. For real, it will. Hi, Cindy. I'm so glad to hear that the package does not include the shopping. Just 2 days ago, I saw some girl posting a sign-up sheet for people that she's going to shop and pick up for D23. Yeah, she's got to be careful because I can't say for sure, Cindy. I am not the all-knowing, but they may regulate. If they have half a brain, D23 will regulate how much shopping you can do for people. Yeah, you may not be able to go, and the following people, I have a list of 25 I'm shopping for. So they may not allow you to do that, just like the pins at Disneyland. Now, of course, people get past this by having a baby in the stroller who could really care, but they say, this is for my baby, this is for my wife, this is for my cousin, this is for my aunt twice removed, my cousin thrice removed, and they're all in the line together. Okay, so there are ways to do it, but if you're creating a shopping list, you're going to have D23 entrance passes. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a little more challenging this year. So she's got to be careful because can you imagine these shoppers, how angry they're going to be if she can't deliver? Because they're going to sit back and think they're in the catbird seat only to be wah, wah, nothing. So it's best you go in, do your own thing, ask a favor. Like if I were going into the store, and somebody said, hey, Terry, there's this thing that I want. It's limited to 2. Are you going to buy one for yourself? Terry would say, no. And would you get one for me and my sister or me and my friend? Or would you mind grabbing one? And I would have to say, I'll do my best. But don't put all your eggs in the Terry basket because I usually do not. Let me say that again. I don't usually go into the store. Yeah, it's just nothing I want. Yeah, I got a really cool D23 shirt, but that was because I was performing on stage with the Muppets. And so they gave us some swag. You heard the swag bags? I got a swag bag. So I had the shirt. I had some passes, some posters. I had some cool stuff. It was the very first D23 event I was on I was in the Muppets. When the Muppets were adopted, I had the Muppets. I was in the Mark Twain, the miniature Mark Twain, and I played chickens. Yeah, the very first one. It was great. It was great. It was a lot of fun. But I got a lot of swag. An all access pass, which meant backstage, forward, whatever. So a lot of times I would go backstage and watch the presentations from backstage so that I didn't mess with anybody else on stage or in front of the stage, because I wanted to make sure people didn't miss out. Yep. So that's kind of the way I do it, if I can do it. That's wonderful. Someone in the know. I can't remember who said the sign up is a wish list, not guaranteed a seat. Anyone remember who posted that? That was on our tribe, and someone might have posted it in the public, but I know on our tribe, Stephanie Fix, she did it. She also, in our private Facebook page, Diane, she put a list before the weekend that you could look at where the presentations were going to be. Many are in conflict with each other, so you had a couple of days to plan, but you can still go to our private Facebook page. Sorry, public, but our private Facebook, I'm sure you can find it online yourself here too, but you can go to the private Facebook page, scroll down and see her post, and then you can use that to figure it out, because you don't have to, like I said again, you don't have to sign up today at 12. You can sign up any time between a day and Friday. It is not a first come, first serve. It is random. And chances are it's probably not going to be doing any choosing until Saturday, Sunday, which I doubt they're going to work on the weekend. It's most likely going to be the following Monday when they start to put all the numbers together and see what's going on. So there you go. And congratulations. Woohoo. Oh, my name is showing up. Yep, it is. I'm glad you got much needed sleep. Hug. Yes. Thank you for the, virtual hugs. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I really crashed. I was hanging on Friday. I had a lot to do. I had so much that I had to get done. And I was just by my fingernails. I was hanging by my fingernails, just praying I could get through it. And I did. I've driven more because of my mother and my father than I have driven in the last, 3 years? Pandemic, didn't drive at all. Many of us didn't. Then the next year didn't really drive that much. And this year I wasn't driving a lot until my parents ended up at each end of the spectrum. And I'm now working hard to make sure things fall into place with them. Yeah. So there you have it, loves. Cindy says, yay. And I say, yay too. Hello, Michael Morris. I love Muppet movies. I do too. Yes, I do. And I love working on them. So there you go. The other day I spoke with a young lady whose favorite show growing up as a child was Dinosaurs, the TV show. Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama. And it was so precious to hear her take on it. And it's very touching when you guys reach out. You reach out to me and you tell me of a success because it was my fault, like James did today and his daughter. I love hearing those stories, and I love you guys reaching out and letting me know that I had in some way, shape, or form a way of inspiring you or making you feel good from the shows that I've done. Another one that's a big one all over the world, I hear from people who love Ghostbusters. And so Ghostbusters was one of my first films, and I'm very proud of it. It's very funny. And I just love hearing from people who dress up, I see people who weren't even born at the time I did that movie, who really love that original film. And it was an honor to be a part of it. And I'm really touched by all of the love. You guys come and you tell us what you loved about it and stuff like that. So super cool. And you love hearing my stories about it over and over again. I try and tell the personal stories, not so much the filming of and the making of, because of course you can see that all on YouTube. But when it comes to my experience and some of the things I experienced with Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and Ivan Reitman and all of them, it was great. It was great. Oh, Joseph. Good morning, Terry. D20 for D23, changing to random selection process is more fair, but it still won't guarantee you from getting into the main movies or theme parks presentations, even if they're your first choice. This is correct. This is correct. The shopping won't change much. I'm sure it's going to be just as crazy as ever, even without sorcerers. Well, okay, you finish your thought. They said they were going to try doing boarding groups, but you saw how well that worked with Rise of the Resistance. They're gone in seconds. Yes, Joseph. And I don't know if you know this, Joseph. Forgive me if I talk to you like you're not in the know. That's just me talking for me, not telling you you're not in the know. But sorcerers got to go in the night before the whole thing opened. I don't know if you knew that. So if you have, let's say, I think Disney used to have 75 sorcerers, 1,000 sorcerers, 2,000 sorcerers, something like that. Okay, two or three, I think it was 2,000. If you knew how many sorcerers, let me know in the comments. But I think it was like 1,000 sorcerers, and then I think it went up from there. But let's say you've got 1,000 sorcerers in your bucket, and you let these 1,000 sorcerers shop before anyone else on Thursday night. Because on Thursday night, they have like a little vendors gathering because vendors have to be ready for Friday morning. So they couldn't possibly be setting up on Friday. They get to set up on Thursday. Makes sense, right? So the sorcerers got to come in at 8:30 and shop to their heart's content. There was no restrictions, no anything. Well, let's say that of these 1,000 sorcerers, let's be conservative, 500 of them are eBayers. And they had no limit to what they could grab. So they just went like this. And by the time you stood in line early the next day, stuff was gone. I saw it. I was there early. I watched as they took bags and bags out getting ready for eBay. It was very sad, and I really did hate the program. They were always early. They were always allowed to come in early. Talent Central, which my booth is often next to when I have a booth, was a thing where I would get up early because they would open at 9 o'clock for you guys to go in. And I would get in at 8:30, have my breakfast because I'm not a rusher. I don't like to rush around. It makes me crazy. So I would get in 8:15, 8:30, grab a muffin, grab a coffee, a little breakfast, and then I would casually set up my area. I would, bring down this or set up because I can't leave my sculptures out all night. So I have to pack and unpack every day. So I could casually, at a relaxed, unpack my stuff. Unpack. Ooh, lovely. I would unpack very slowly, but I was right next to Talent Central. And the sorcerers were allowed to come in 15 minutes before you guys, and they would just take everything. And then you would come at 9:01, 9:02 after sleeping on the hard concrete, only to be told that person who you had slept all night to see was not available because there were no more tickets to get in line to see your favorite actor or actress in the role that you liked. So it's good they're gone. It's really good they're gone. Yes, boarding groups, but at least the boarding groups give you a chance. Even with Rise, there were people quick on the trigger. Many said don't use Wi-Fi when you're trying to get a ticket for Rise of the Resistance. Use your cell because your cell has a more dedicated signal. You'll have to try back and forth to see if this is the case. But the reality is, I found out if I used my cell phone, I got into Rise very, I got in. Now, my boarding group might have been in the evening, like say 5 p.m., which didn't thrill me, I'll be honest with you. But it didn't thrill me. but at least I got in. So there are people who help each other. We'll see how it goes. Y'all are going to have to tell me, like Joseph is saying here, he's not too sure it's going to work like I think, but I'm keeping a positive attitude because they did make changes I thought they'd never make. I never thought they'd get rid of the sorcerer's program. One of the reasons I thought they wouldn't is because that's a few $1,000,000 before you even lay down the red carpet that y'all walk on. They're guaranteed that million because everybody signs up early at, what was it, 2,000, 3,000 a pop or whatever it was to be a sorcerer. So they have all that money right there saying, we're all coming. And I just don't think of D23 as giving up money easily. So I was really surprised they're doing this. And I'm really want to say I'm proud of them. Right now, I'm proud of them. Allow me to be proud of them because I'm proud of them. I really think they did. I'm just really touched that they did this. I'm shocked. And I'm also really excited about this. They're doing this over the week. I mean, I don't, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you guys have been able to sign up like this before. And I'm excited for you. So yeah, I'm excited for you. You're on Star Wars movies. I am. Could you send me the link? I gotta check that out. I'm not surprised. I am the Star Wars maven. Yeah. I'm known for it. I gotta finish my book in all my spare time. I'm gonna shoot for next year. I was gonna shoot for this year, and then this year just exploded but next year I'm gonna do it. I'm going to release it. And I'd like to go to the Star Wars celebration. So I've asked people on the Patreon page, my tribe, to keep me abreast of when sign up is and who to contact to be a celebrity there. Yeah. So I really appreciate those knowledgeable people on in the tribe. And if you want to appreciate them too, patreon.com/Terry Arden, please join us. Please join us. You're going to love it. And the thing that's nice about this is if you don't love it, $5. Okay. I'm not going to grab you for a year. It's a month. So you put your left foot in, you try it for a month or two. And if you don't like it, take your left foot out. If you love it, put your right foot in and sit with us and enjoy the powwow. Okay. So we don't really grab you with the handcuffs. You're not going, we're just it's a great group of people. And I want to hear your voice. So heading to Disneyland, says Evan, after I drop my mom off at the airport. Well, how marvelous, Evan. You go have a lovely time. I wish you could bring me a Dole Whip, but it'll be melted by the time you see me. That would be awful. But eat one and just think of me while you're eating it. That will be just as fun. That's lovely. Thank you. Hello, Liberty. Hello. Yay. Good for you. Welcome. Welcome. Liberty has just joined us in the tribe too. Oh, it's so good to see you. So excited to finally listen in, getting ready for work. Happy D23 panel selection week. Yes. See, this is the way like Liberty says it. I think we should all be positive and say this could be a good thing. I have been Shawshanking D23 as a guest. So as a celebrity guest, of which I've been every year, they get not panels. I don't get panels. I haven't gotten panels. I'm still trying. I'm still Shawshanking on the panels part. But they constantly were driving me crazy with their behavior. D23 I'm speaking of. So I would write them letter after letter after letter. I would email them. I would go to the help desk and do a complaint over and over and over again. Why? Because if I'm saying this is not right, it may hold a little more water. It may not. But it's better for me to think it could hold more water and get off my hee and do this rather than say, oh, what, my voice won't be of any help. But if enough voices are together, we can make changes. And I saw great changes in this year's D23. And I'm hoping it's going to be a really more pleasant experience for you. a really fun experience. And if you find Fridays a little lean, they usually have Friday presentations be a little bit lean. Use this opportunity to go through Vendors Row and see if they're going to have any celebrities at their table that you can go and see. You can be like this close to them if they're allowed. I know some people said that the passes for these people are limited, so they didn't know if they could have them at their booths. But if they can, then you want to make sure. And they usually have a little sign that says, on Friday, I'm going to have this person. Saturday, I'm going to have this person. Sunday, I'm going to have this person or these people. You can take a picture with your phone, go have a little bite to eat, and make that work around the presentation packages that you get. Okay? And make yourself have a fun-filled day. Friday is a good planning day for Saturday and Sunday if you don't see anything on Friday. I'm going to be there Friday because I like Fridays. I like it because there's less people. But they're all sold out, so maybe I'm I'm a little delusional. But thank you, Liberty. I love how excited you are. Good for you. Okay, no, I don't enjoy Facebook jail. They throw me in there for the stupidest reasons, says Joe. Last time it was because I used one word, not a swear word, they didn't like. Oh my. Yeah, and they watch, they look at you, don't they? They kind of keep their eye on you, don't they, my friend? Yeah, I have to say that I could see that they have their eye on you. So yeah. I, Joe, I think you're edgy. And they're watching that edge. So I'm sorry they didn't like it, but we're always here when you get out of jail. We love you. Never mind it. No, never mind it to Facebook jail, but I have been thrown out of TikTok. Joseph says. So you've never been thrown out of Facebook, but TikTok has pitched you. I find that surprising, Joseph, because TikTok seems to take everybody. I've seen some stuff on TikTok that I'm like, whoa, I can't unsee that. So wow, that's a surprise to me. Joseph says personal shoppers should be banned from Disney stores and events, especially cast members and pass holders who use their discounts, charging extra for those that are shopping for. I heard Disney is going back to 10 items per person, then the limit 2 that they've been doing for a while. Joseph, if they are a cast member or a Disney and under the Disney umbrella as an employee of any kind, this is against their bylaws. This is a fireable offense. Okay. And believe me, you may be a cast member thinking you're doing this on the QT. No. If you are doing this it's one thing as a cast member to pick up a couple of things for friends, right? I often ask a couple of cast members in the tribe if they happen to come across something they think the tribe would like, pick it up for me because I do giveaways. But I don't want them if you become a shopper and you are advertising it as a cast member, watch out. There goes your job. So please be careful if you're a cast member under the Disney umbrella. If you are a Disney employee of any kind, this is against their bylaws. They do not allow this. They do not allow that side hustle. That's the best way that I can tell you. They will find you, they will get you, and they will make your life miserable. So please don't do that if you are someone like Joseph is talking about in this post. This is just my general warning. No judgment call, no nothing. I just happen to know that Disney does not allow this. I've seen people get burned. Okay. So don't get burned. Job means a lot to you. If the job doesn't mean a lot to you, and I can't imagine you're a cast member and it doesn't mean a lot to you. If it does mean a lot to you, don't do this. Don't do this side hustle. This is very, very dangerous. And don't advertise that you're doing it. It's very, very dangerous for you. It's very dangerous. Now, you may be from another country under the Disney umbrella, but I can almost bet they don't allow it there either. But I couldn't speak on that because I'm in the US. So I don't know. Maybe they're more lenient in the other areas, but I don't see it. I don't see it. So be careful. Just If you're a cast member, if you're under the Disney cast umbrella and you love your job, why jeopardize your job? Not worth it. Like I said, I think Disney allows you to buy a couple for your family and friends, but if you're buying 30, they know what you're doing, okay? They're not, okay? All right, so please be careful because he's right. It's not fair and it's not a smart thing to do. So please don't do that. Where was I? Yes, I was here. Hello, Michael Clarkey. Good morning. Do you think that the Imagineer that redid Snow White Adventure was a little OCD? LOL. We're all OCD as Imagineers, I'm afraid, Michael. We really, I mean, I do. I am like, when it comes to detail, right? I'm just, and I'm working right now with Rolly Crump. You may have heard I'm building a chess set. That's why I want a spot at D23 is to actually show the chess set. But because I'm having some family stuff, I wanted to have the whole chess set out so you could actually see it. But I'm going to be behind. So I'm going to have hopefully 4 pieces ready to do. And I still have 2 to sculpt. But at least you'll be able to get an idea of what my thought process is at the various tiers that Rolly and I are thinking to sell this to you guys, to offer this to you guys if you want it. And yeah. So we're all OCD. So yes, but we're all OCD. We're all like all about the detail. We just love it. We think that is something. I mean, did you enjoy the OCD, Michael? Because a lot of times when we're doing rides and attractions, that's what makes people real excited is when they see that little something that really just tips it off, you know? Yeah. I mean, many people have talked about it before. So yeah, I think that's why we are in full definition of everything, right? Joseph says Mickey's of Glendale is having 3 shops at D23 this year, which means 3 shopping experiences of 6 hours plus weeks. Joseph, hang in there. This could be cool. This could be cool. Stay positive, my friend. Stay positive. I know that before it's really annoying. I feel your pain because everybody would come. I mean, I'd have young girls that were 14 dressed as the Tangled characters, or they loved a particular character. I think I told my story of Gaston, this handsome man who was in Once Upon a Time. I don't watch TV, so forgive me if I'm quoting that, I'm misquoting that. I remember taking a peek of Once Upon a Time and falling in love with Rumpelstiltskin. I think that was the character. Thought brilliant. Just the stuff I saw was very good. I just can't watch TV I haven't seen. TV becomes my radio, but it has to be something I've seen because if it's music, I dance to it. So that doesn't work while sculpting or painting. And if it's a show I've seen, I get sucked in. You know how it is. You just go right in and you watch it. So it has to be something I've seen. This weekend, I got into Breaking Bad again, and I can't get over how I saw that show a few years ago, and I don't remember anything except for the 2 main characters. I am shocked at all the stuff that I'm reacting to that I thought I remembered, but I don't remember anything. And I have to watch it. So I stop it. I don't stop it. I let it run because my husband's is experiencing the same thing. And they have very soft, quiet speaking voices. So it makes us fall asleep, which is nice. But I can't watch it. I couldn't have it here because I get sucked into it. So I watch Downton Abbey like over and over and over and over again. And I watch Kung Fu over and over and over and over again. And I watched Yellowstone, which I was very impressed with, but I'm working on watching it over and over and over again so that I can have it on here while I do my sculpting and stuff like the radio. But this is me. I watch movies that I love. I've seen like 10 Commandments. I've seen a gazillion times. I love it with Charlton Heston, along with Ben-Hur, Song of Bernadette. I love biblical films, so a lot of biblical films. I also like kick butt movies like First Blood and The Accountant. So these are ones I know really well and I can watch and hear. I also like movies of rising above the ashes like Trumbo and Hidden Figures. and Shawshank Redemption, which I mentioned earlier. I also love animation like Kung Fu Panda and Kung Fu Panda 2. I like those very much. How to Train Your Dragon, love that very much. Soul, love that very much. Bambi, if you want to go classical, love that very much. All play in here. So that's why I have to do that and Ghostbusters, because I was in it, so I know it real well. And the movies that I was a part of, I know them really well. Dune, Ghostbusters, Men in Black 1 and 2, Flintstones. I know those in my head, so I don't have to watch them. And that's how it works with me. So my point is, did I get off point? I'm sorry. Mickey's of Glendale and the 3 shops at D23 this year, I just would like to think that you're going to have more success with this plus the main store. And then the vendors. When in doubt, go see Vendors Row. Because the vendors are collectors who collect themselves and know what you like, and you can find something yummy there. Seriously, that was my favorite place to hang out. And my other, what do they call it? Hack, if you will, is to say to you, hey, go there on a Friday, especially if you have your 3-day ticket. Go there on a Friday and take pictures of the people that will be appearing at the various booths. I think they're still going to have people appearing. I could be wrong. Lots of changes to the D23 venue. But if they have them, you can kind of spread that betwixt in between your presentations that are on the stages. One booth you're going to really love, and I can't imagine it's not there, is Disney Publishing, where you can see people like Don Hahn or Mindy. So you can make it cool for yourself. Okay. Use Friday to do the game planning. Okay. Because a lot of times there's a few people that appear on Friday, but most of them appear on Saturday and Sunday, because that's when the major people show up, the major audiences, I'm saying, right? However, it is sold out all 3 days. I just saw that. So, but you're going to see people that you want to see. And I'm never disappointed when I go down Vendors Alley, and I'm usually at a booth in Vendors Alley. So I'm hoping I'll be there this time. Joe says, heads up for everyone, Los Angeles. The Aristocats will be showing at 2 p.m. this Saturday and Sunday at the new Beverly Cinema on Beverly Boulevard, not far from Pink's Hot Dogs. He posted a link for tickets in Terry's timeline last night, and we'll do so again in the chat once we're done. Yes, guys, this is a great theater. Okay. And I love that Joe does this. I love that Joe does this, because if you're someone who's okay with going to crowded theaters, I'm not. But if you are, then you can go and see some really great movies on the big screen. And thank you, Joe, for continually doing that. I love reading about it. I love seeing it. And I'm so touched that you do that. I would love to go do it. And under normal circumstances before the pandemic, I would have. Nowadays, my husband doesn't like to. And he's high risk, as I've mentioned before. So I'm I try to be very careful. And even though I was very careful, I caught COVID. So now I'm extra careful, more careful. Yeah. So, yes. Joseph says, I've been going to almost all Disney events, starting with Disneyana Convention, Haunted Mansion Holiday, D23 Expo, and several pin events. So I have seen most of the craziness going on at these events for over 30 years. Hopefully things will change better this year. My fingers are crossed, Joe. They really are. Okay, because I've seen chaos on the cruise ships. Chaos on the cruise ships. That should be a book, actually. Chaos on the cruise ships when they do their inaugural pins and they don't quite plan well, because it's like they're clueless. And then I've seen the disasters of D23, and it's heartbreaking to see that. And then at the last official Disneyana convention, that was a mess too. So it's a shame. A lot of times what I suggest is to go to things like the Disneyana Fan Club, Friends of the Mouse, OUAC, Once Upon a Classic Club, or the littler, more intimate clubs in your area, because a lot of times Dayton, Disneyana, these places have the opportunity for you to get up close and personal with some of the people that you work so hard to see on the big stage at D23 or events like that. It can actually happen. In fact, if you're in Southern California, one of the things that you can do is to go to Walt's Barn at Griffith Park. It is the only free Disney attraction in, I think, the United States. I could be wrong, but at least in California. And it's the third Sunday of every month. All they ask that you do is maybe donate a couple of bucks, but you don't have to. And the third Sunday, wait for it, is this Sunday, the 21st. And you never know who's going to be there. Disney legend Bob Gurr, Disney legend Floyd Norman, Disney legend. Disney legend should be me. Sometimes I'm there. Margaret Carey has known to make appearances. You just have amazing people just show up there. And if you've never been to Walt's Barn, you got to go check it out because it is fantastic. And did I mention free and fantastic? Walt's Barn, hosted by the Carolwood Foundation. And if you don't know what that is, go learn about it. Go to the barn, give yourself a nice Sunday afternoon, and go check it out. They're there 11 to 3:30. So this is something that I really believe in. They too have a little shop where you can buy some yummy things and meet some lovely people. Yeah. For a while they were having and they may still be doing it. I haven't been in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. They may still be having Gunny do the flag ceremony. So if you're a big fan of Gunny at Disneyland and you were upset when he was no longer there, then you can see Gunny do his flag ceremony there and meet him in person, as close as I am to you right here. And it's really amazing. So I highly encourage you to be a part of it. Yes, indeed. Don't be surprised if D23 starts requiring appointments and forces everyone to use an app to do stuff, whether you have a smartphone or not. Joe, I pray not, because their Wi-Fi is garbage. You know, they had the whole pandemic year to get together on that, even if it was Zoom planning on how to have a better Wi-Fi. And yet everybody's doing everything on the phone. Many people are using the Wi-Fi, and it's terrible. It's just terrible. So I hope you're not correct. I was a cast member for 13 years, but I never abused my discount while I was there. Unfortunately, I've heard of many who have abused those privileges, and they have to be careful because that will bite them, Joseph, believe me. Like the gators in Florida, that's going to take a big bite out of you. So be careful. Yes, you're going to have to use the Disneyland app to sign up for shopping passes. From what I've heard, many things are app-based. Yeah, they're really getting too app-based, which is one of the reasons I'll just swim my way through Vendor's Alley. I'll be fine. Yep. I need to say, I read the same thing, says Janice. We can do the online shopping queue at 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. to get a return shopping time. I guess we can still get in the 6-hour wait line if we want. And yay, they're really pushing the mobile checkout, and I prefer cash. Oh, goody. Janice, I feel for you. I have a CPA that says no cash. He really is at me to put it on, especially if it's business expenses. He wants a record of it. So I understand that, but I feel you. I think cash is very smart. I know I complain. I still enjoy what I do at events, but it's always been frustrating but fun experience. Listen, I don't look at it, Joseph, like complaining. You are just stating what you're not happy with. And I think this is important for every event to look at the bad with the good. Okay? Always. Because how are you going to learn? Now, it doesn't mean they're going to take your advice, but this is one of the reasons I continually, as someone who's invited as a special guest to go, put in to the suggestion box. I try to be part of the solution, not just get angry. So, for example, there's a 6-hour wait. How about you limit 2 per person? I think that's fair, so everybody can have. And then at the end, if there's stuff available, then you can open to, like Sunday afternoon after 3 or something. Have at it, guys, But that's kind of what I usually suggest, is try limiting it to 2 until everybody's been through. And then maybe late on Sunday, you could have it open season, You know, whenever I do a garage sale at my home, all day Saturday, I charge the prices that I charge, right? Which are flexible because, you know, if I find someone I like, I mean, why not? But on Sunday at 3 o'clock, I usually do Saturday and Sunday my garage sales. And at Sunday, I call it grab and go. So I'm constantly telling everybody from the time I open on Saturday morning all the way through that at 3 o'clock on Sunday is grab and go. Meaning, if you happen to be in my neighborhood and you want to swing by and you see something you like, please come on to my lawn and take it. Just take it away. And it's really a smart idea that I came up. Get sick of watching me pat myself on the back. I pat myself on the back because I don't have to put anything away. And you have to ask yourself, what is your goal? My goal is I want not to put anything back in my garage. My goal is to sell it all or let people take it. And you will be so delighted and touched by people who come back and take it. And they get very emotional because they're so excited to take the stuff. And a lot of them need it. You know, I had an extra set of crutches and nobody bought them, but someone came back and took them. And we're so grateful just to be able to have them, to take them. So you just never know. But it's a suggestion. And I always try to be. So when you are giving advice to anyone, including D23, try to make a suggestion as well. Will they take it? They're just going to appreciate that you don't keep hitting them with everything you don't like. And you make suggestions on how this can change. And you might put in what you do like. You know, I love the exhibits. I love the exhibits. Yeah, the ones you don't have to like sign up for. Getting back to my TikTok ban, says Joseph, I think I must have offered someone in my comments by actually telling the truth. I think today's generation is offended by the truth, but I'm back. Okay, so they didn't ban you for life. That's good. Truth be told, that can happen, can't it? Yes, it can. Indeed, it can. I was at Walt's Barn almost 20 years ago, Joseph. It's changed, dear. It was great, and I'm sure it's changed and it's had additions. Yes, one of them is the combine car. I don't know if the combine car was there when you were there. You actually can tour the combine car. I was instrumental in being a part of that when we were looking to get it refurbished and get it put over at the barn. But yeah, and Gunny wasn't there. And I've seen Gunny a couple of times there. It's been really special. So I hope that you will consider coming down and seeing it third Sunday of every month. And it's free. Yes, it's absolutely free. All right, everyone, I'm going to pop off of here. Thank you for the hour today. I've got to run and take care of my dad and my family. I've got several things that I need to address today. So by signing off this after the hour, it's going to help me have a little bit of more running room, and I love you for that. Thank you so much. I hope that this conversation today has been helpful to you. Blow off a little steam if you wanted to. Yes, indeed. But to feel better. Bottom line is this. Two bottom lines. Bottom line number one. Today at 12 Pacific, you can start to sign up for your D23 presentations, but you don't have to do it today. It's going to go from today, Monday, to Friday. See, this is perfect timing. The nurse. All right. All right. Hold on just a second. This is Terry. Hi, John. Hold on just a second. All right, everyone. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say be well, be happy, stay positive, do something nice for someone else. It's going to make you feel a whole lot better. All right. And I will see. Look at this. Make it a good day. Be safe. All right. So these people are telling you. And to patreon.com/Terry Harden to be a part of it. Zoom call tonight, as you hear here. Mwah. You guys have a great week. Go and sign up for that D23. Let them know how you're